people ask me what school I go to, I tell them that I'm independently educated. When they hear this, they become very confused and ask what that means. And I tell them that I'm actually homeschooled and that I use independently educated as a fancy term. I've had relatively good reactions when I tell people that I am homeschooled, but I know there are people out there that do not believe that homeschooling is beneficial for children. My name is Kayla, I am 17 years old, and I will be talking about the benefits of homeschooling, with the statistics on homeschooling, and whether or not people who are homeschooled socialize or not. By the end of this speech, I hope you will be more informed on homeschooling. The first thing I would like to address are the reasons for homeschooling. A lot of people do not understand why someone would want to decide to homeschool their children when they could just send their child to school. There are three primary reasons for homeschooling. The first one is the one I've heard the most common and one I've heard a lot is so that the parent's child can have time for personal activities. Oftentimes when people do school, they do not have time to do extracurricular activities and pursue the things they enjoy. However, when you are homeschooled, you have the time to do that and you have time to focus on your schoolwork. The second point for homeschooling is for religious purposes. According to Nahiri.com, Christians, Mormons, and atheists decide to homeschool their children so that they feel it would be more beneficial for their children to be in their religious environment. And the final reason why people decide to homeschool their children is because of bullying. I know someone personally who decided to homeschool her daughter because she was being bullied, and her emotional hurt was really causing her daughter to not only suffer emotionally, but also caused her grades to go down. And since she started homeschooling, everything has been fine and her daughter's been doing a lot better. The second point I would like to bring up about homeschooling are these statistics. According to some homeschoolers can go to college early. I know someone personally who's 15 and decided that he wants to be a doctor, so he's doing college courses early so that he can get his gen eds out of the way so he could focus on his doctorate degree. The second statistic on homeschooling is that children who are homeschooled according to Nahiri.com, score 15 to 30% higher on the SAT than children who go to public school do. And the final statistic on homeschooling, it shows that according to Calvert Education, children with disabilities do a lot better homeschooling than they do when they're in public school. For example, this is a story of Thomas Jefferson, and for those of you who don't know, Thomas Jefferson was one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. He was a lawyer, an architect, a diplomat. He wrote the Declaration of Independence, and he was the second vice president to John Adams. When he was a young boy, his teacher sent him home with a note to his mother telling him to give it to her, and when he got home, his mother read it and told Thomas that the teacher said that he was too smart for them and that he would have to be educated at home. And as stated before, he had a very successful life because of the fact he was homeschooled. However, when he was older and his mother had passed away, he found the note, and it turns out she had lied about what it said. The note said that Thomas would never be successful because of the fact he had dyslexia, even though he loved to read, and he quotes, "I cannot live without books." This story shows you that if he can do it, so can you. And the final thing I would like to bring up about homeschooling is socialization. Many people argue that if a child is homeschooled, he or she will not have the benefits of being socializing with people. But this is not true because there are many co-ops for homeschoolers where they can meet people and learn things. By homeschooling, they're given more time out in the community and get to meet a variety of people, and that can teach them how to behave in different manners. And the final thing is you have more time to volunteer, because I personally have volunteered for hospice to deliver cupcakes because of the fact that I'm homeschooled. Overall, in conclusion, you've learned the statistics on homeschooling, the reasons why people homeschool, and whether or not children who homeschool socialize. I hope that this speech has given you more information and understand the benefits of being privately educated, independently educated that I have had.